Well, good evening, my ravenous mortal souls. Welcome to this evening's episode of Riddle Me Din Din. I have a 3-part mini menu celebrating autumn's flavors picked out just for you. All you have to do is solve my riddles, and the answers provide the ingredients for our delectable dishes. This week's menu honors the flavors of our fall harvest. If you're lucky enough and there's a farm nearby, you might want to take a trip over and try these recipes out with the freshest produce possible. If not, use what you've got. Let's get to it, everybody. Round 1. Riddle me this. Why did the chef shave the peaches? Riddle number 2. What do mermaids sleep on? Riddle number 3. What do you call a dancing pie? Riddle number 4. I'm not dust, but I come before bush, cane, plum, and coat. What am I? Riddle number 5. As early as 200 BC, envoys to the Han Dynasty court of China brought me and held me in their mouths to perfume their breath during audiences with the emperor. What am I? Riddle number 6. I'm one of the oldest spices in the world. The Bible mentions me in Exodus 30:23 and Proverbs 7:17. What am I? Alright, so let's find out if you solved any of these riddles. Let's review. In riddle number 1, why did the chef shave the peaches? Because the recipe called for apricots. Hey, hello, Ryan. Are you guessing salt? Let's find out if that's one of our ingredients. Well, we're going to need 2 cans or 12 ounces each of apricot nectar. And riddle number 2, what do mermaids sleep on? Ryan, do you have a guess? Any guesses? There's a clue right behind me, actually. Yeah, it's right there. Mermaids sleep on water beds. We're going to need 2 cups of water for this recipe. And riddle number 3, what do you call a dancing pie? It's a lemon meringue. Meringue? Kind of spelled the same. Well, anyways, we're going to need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice for this recipe. Riddle number 4, I'm not dust, but I come before bush, cane, plum, and coat. And it isn't salt, Ryan. What am I? It's the other one. It's the reason I know I have a sweet tooth. It's sugar. Sugar bush, sugar cane, sugar plum, and sugar coated. We're going to need a 1/4 cup of sugar for this recipe. In riddle number 5, as early as 200 BC, envoys to the Han Dynasty court of China brought me and held me in their mouths to perfume their breath during audiences with the emperor. I just love that. They weren't allowed to have bad breath when talking to the emperor. What am I? Cloves. You know those things you stick in oranges at Christmas time to like have a nice smell? Those are cloves. And so that's what they would put in their teeth or keep in their mouth while they're talking to the emperor so they wouldn't smell bad when their breath is talking to him. That's hilarious. We're going to need 2 whole cloves for this recipe. In riddle number 6, oh my goodness. Yes, it is mint peppermint. But it's actually, sugar cane. Anyways, I'm one of the oldest spices in the world. The Bible mentions me in Exodus and Proverbs, and it's even in Revelations and a few other places. It's cinnamon. Cinnamon's in the Bible. Who knew? So 2 cinnamon sticks will be needed, about 3 inches each. And you may be wondering, Venus, what does this make? It's an amazing spiced apricot cider. You know all about the apple ones, and I gave you an apple recipe last week, so I had to do something different. I love apricots. They're really good if you're low on iron too. But this is a spiced apricot cider. It even smells amazing and is tasty. So here's how you put it together. In a 3-quart slow cooker, combine all of the ingredients we just solved. Cover and cook on low for 2 hours or until the cider reaches your desired temperature. You can toss out or sieve out the cloves and the cinnamon sticks before pouring it into mugs. Serve and enjoy. Some people will even cut like a slice of apple, a skinny slice, and throw it in just for decoration. Now, while our lovely drink is steeping for these 2 hours, let's go to round 2 for something to eat with this drink. Riddlers ready? Here we go. Riddle me this. I'm a condiment that comes before scotch, fly, ball, and fish. What am I? Scotch, fly, ball, fish. What am I? Do 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 do. In riddle number 2, in ancient Greek and Rome, I was used as flavoring, but in ancient China, I was used as medicine. I'm green. What could I be? Do 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 do. All right. No. The apricot cider has no alcohol in it whatsoever. It's water and fruit juices. So, in riddle number 3, I've been a part of the human diet for more than 7,000 years. That's the Bronze Age, everybody. My spherical shape and multiple layers were seen as a symbol of eternity by the Egyptians. What could I be? Do 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 do. Brian's got some ideas. We'll find out soon if he's right. Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. I found this interesting. The Incas were the first to grow me. They used me to heal broken bones, to prevent indigestion, and to measure time based on how long I took to cook. What could I be? Oh, my eyes are on Ryan. Interesting, Ryan. Very interesting. I've got some guesses going live into our message feed. Gonna find out soon if they're right. Now in riddle number 5, I am a liquid that has gelatin in it, which helps to heal the lining of your gut, promoting digestion and curing constipation. What could I be? That's just a hint. Interesting. Here we go. There's a few more riddles to go. Riddle number 6. I'm a dairy product that comes before where, cups, and puffs. What am I? Riddle number 7. I'm not sand, but I come before shaker, cellar, box, and chuck. What am I? Ryan, you're funny. Do 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 da 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 da. Okay. Riddle number excuse me 8. I am a spice that comes before grass, corn, mint, and box. What am I? Oh, interesting. All right. Our leg is getting shorter, Ryan. This is good news. Riddle number 9. I am a protein that rhymes with can, decan, can. What am I? Don't go nuts. Just guess. Okay. Riddle number 10. I am from France. I'm velvety and tangy, and I have a slightly nutty flavor. I'm less sour than sour cream, and I'm thicker too. I come from a cow, but I'm not milk. What could I be? Interesting. Beep, beep. Time is up. Okay, we've got a live player here, so let's find out how many you got right. Here we go. Oh, let me see here. Okay, in riddle number 1, I'm a condiment that comes before scotch, fly, ball, and fish. It is butter. Butterscotch, butterfly, butterball, and butterfish. We're going to need a half cup of butter for this recipe. And riddle number 2, in ancient Greek and Rome, I was used as a flavoring, but in ancient China, I was used as medicine. I'm green. What could I be? Celery. We're going to need 3 celery ribs, coarsely chopped, so big, fat, chunky stuff. Riddle number 3, I've been a part of the human diet for more than 7,000 years. That's the Bronze Age, people. And my spherical shape and multiple layers were seen as a symbol of eternity for the Egyptians. What could I be? Onions. Ding, ding, ding. Ryan, you got it. Onions. 2 sweet onions chopped for this recipe. Riddle number 4. The Incas were the first to grow me. They used me to heal broken bones, I don't know how, to prevent indigestion, and to measure time based on how long it took to cook. What could it be? It's a potato. You're going to need 1 large baking potato peeled and coarsely chopped. Again, fat chunky pieces. In riddle number 5, I'm a liquid that has gelatin in it, which helps to heal the lining of your gut, promoting digestion and curing constipation. It actually helps the lining to heal any rough tears and stuff. So what could I be? That was it's chicken broth. The chicken broth made by boiling down the bones brings out the gelatin. Now, if you're a vegetarian, you can easily substitute the chicken broth for vegetable broth here in this recipe. Riddle number 6. I'm a dairy product that comes before ware, cups, and puffs. It is heavy cream. So creamware, cream cups, and cream puffs. I don't know what creamware is, but it's a thing. So we're going to need 3 cups of heavy cream for this recipe. Riddle number 7. I'm not sand, but I come before shaker, cellar, box, and chuck. Ding, ding, ding. Ryan was right again. Salt. Salt, shaker, salt, cellar, salt, box, and salt chuck. Not the doll. It's a salt. Okay, so we're going to need 1 teaspoon of table salt. In riddle number 8, I'm a spice that comes before grass, corn, mint, and box. Ding, ding, ding. Ryan right again. It was pepper. We're going to need a half teaspoon of ground white pepper. In riddle number 9, I'm a protein that rhymes with can, decan, secan. What am I? You said walnut, but you're in the right family. Pecan! And it's time to harvest pecans down there in Texas, I think, right now. So you're going to need 1 pound of toasted pecans in halves. So crush them up, bang them up with a cookie mallet if you can. Get some pieces. Riddle number 10. I'm from France. I'm velvety and tangy with a slightly nutty flavor. I'm less sour than sour cream, and I'm thicker too. So we're looking for a white thing. I come from a cow, but I'm not milk. What's left? What could it be? It's creme fraiche. So it's like, kind of looks like sour cream, but it's not that sour. Anyways, what you're going to need for garnishing is the creme fraiche, chopped chives, and also extra toasted pecan halves. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? It's the recipe for a yummy pecan soup. And when the soup's been made, then you put that dollop of creme fraiche on top, sprinkle on the chives and the pecan bits on top, make it look really fancy, and serve to enjoy. Here's how we put it all together. You melt the butter in a Dutch oven over medium heat. Add the celery and the onion pieces. Saute for 20 minutes or until it's tender. Then add the potato pieces and the next 5 ingredients. Bring it all to a boil, and as soon as it hits boiling, reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer uncovered for 30 minutes or until it's slightly thickened and the potatoes very tender, so it won't take you any effort to poke a toothpick or a fork through that potato. Then you remove it from the heat and let it cool slightly. Process the soup mixture in batches through a blender or one of those little hand blender things so that it's really smooth, no chunks at all. And stopping to scrape down the sides of the bowl or the blender as necessary so no chunks are left behind. It's going to be just perfectly velvety smooth. You're going to ladle this into the serving bowls, dollop that creme fraiche, sprinkle down some chopped chives, sprinkle on some more extra pecan halves, and serve this hot. Now, by the time you've got this done, our apricot cider might be ready, so you can check on it, or you might want it to simmer a little more. It's okay because we've got 1 more recipe to do to finish our 3-part mini menu. Here we go. So, the prep time for this third one is going to be 5 minutes. That's it. Cook time, 45 minutes. By the time this is done, your whole meal's ready and that drink is ready too. So here we go. Let's start round 3. Ready, Ryan? Get your thinker on. Riddle me this. I am the ghostly cousin of a broccoli. What am I? Okay. Riddle number 2. I get my color from molasses, and I often feel wet to the touch, but I never really go bad, and I tend to taste sweeter than my paler counterpart. What am I? Do 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 da 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 da. Riddle number 3. I rhyme with malt, vault, fault, and halt. You need me for cooking. What am I? Ryan's on a roll here. All right. Riddle number 4. I'm called the king of spices. I'm an excellent source of manganese, an excellent source of manganese and vitamin K, iron, and dietary fiber. Sprinkle me if you like. What can I be? Bum, 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 bum. Banana, banana, bum, bum. Bum, banana, bum, bum. Banana, banana, bum, bum. Riddle number 5. I can add flavor to your food or use to make tea. I'm even in some mouthwashes, though not the majority. Which herb could I be? Na 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 na. Bing bing. All right, riddle number 6. What, in philosophical terms, is the opposite of sour grapes? Riddle number 7. If left unopened, I can last for up to 3 years when stored in a cool, dry place. I'm a nice ochre color. I'm low in calories. I don't contain any fat or cholesterol, and I'm often used to spice up deviled eggs. What could I be? Chin chin. Riddle number 8. I was invented by a plumber turned cowboy in 1949. You can put me on a salad. What am I? This one's hilarious. Huh. Okay, Ryan, I'm really hoping you're going to love this riddle. Riddle number 9. Before McDonald's switched to me from using beef tallow to cook its French fries, the French fries had more saturated beef fat than the hamburgers. What did they switch to? What am I? Tick tock, tick tock, tick 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 tock tock, tock a tock 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 tick 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 tock 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 tick tock tock tick tick tock. And finally, riddle number 10. I'm the tiniest cousin to onions and leeks. I have grass-like leaves and pale purple flowers. What am I? All right, everybody, let's find out if you were able to solve my riddles. Ryan, are you ready? Here we go. I am a ghostly cousin of broccoli. What am I? Cauliflower. Yes, and I'm going to need 1 head of cauliflower for this recipe. Riddle number 2, I get my color from molasses, and I often feel wet to the touch, but I never really go bad, and I tend to taste sweeter than my paler counterpart. What am I? Dark brown sugar. We'll need 1 tablespoon. You can use the Red Path dark brown sugar variety. Golden will also work if you can't find the dark brown. In number 3, I rhyme with malt, vault, fault, and halt. What am I? Salt. Ding, ding, ding. Ryan's on a run. We'll need 1 teaspoon of salt. In riddle number 4, I'm called the king of spices, and I'm an excellent source of manganese and vitamin K, iron, and dietary fiber. Sprinkle me if you like. What can I be? Pepper. And we're going to need 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Riddle number 5. I can add flavor to your food or be used to make tea. I'm even in some mouthwashes. Which herb could I be? As a herb, it is thyme. We'll need a half teaspoon of chopped thyme for this recipe. In riddle number 6, what is the opposite of sour grapes? Sweet lemons. And we'll need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. In riddle number 7, if I'm left unopened, I can last for up to 3 years when stored in a cool, dry place. I'm a nice ochre color. I'm low in calories. I don't contain any fat or cholesterol, and I'm often used to spice up deviled eggs. The original recipe actually used champagne made in the city of Dijon, France. It's Dijon mustard. Excuse me. And we're going to need 2 teaspoons of prepared Dijon mustard. All right, here we go. Riddle number 8. I was invented by a plumber turned cowboy in 1949. You can put me on a salad. What did this plumber turned cowboy invent? Ranch dressing. Ha-ha. We'll need 1/4 cup of ranch dressing for this recipe. I thought that was hilarious, Ryan, but this next one takes the cake for me. Before McDonald's switched to this item, they were using beef tallow to cook their French fries. So the French fries actually had more saturated beef fat in them than their hamburgers. What am I? Well, they switched from using beef tallow to using vegetable oil. So we need 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Finally, the tiniest cousin to onions and leeks, having grass-like leaves and pale purple flowers. It is a chive. And we'll need 1 minced chive for this recipe. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? Herb roasted and glazed cauliflower. Now, as a chef's note, you can pre-cook chicken breast or chicken thighs with the same herb glaze and then serve it with the cauliflower side by side with our soup recipe, and you've got a full, well-rounded meal. Skip the chicken breast. You don't need it at all if you want a vegetarian meal for the evening. So that's just my chef's note. Here's how we put it all together. Step 1, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Step 2, remove the leaves from the cauliflower. Brush the outside of the cauliflower generously with 2 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Place it in the oven-safe dish and roast for 40 minutes or until the surface is a golden color. In step 3, prepare your glaze, and in a bowl, mix the remaining ingredients, not including the ranch dressing and the chives, until that's all combined. Remove the golden brown cauliflower from the oven, brush it with the glaze, and then put it back in the oven for 5 more minutes so the glaze can set. Step number 4, remove from the oven and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Serve with the ranch dressing topped with the freshly minced chives. And beside the chicken breast, if you choose to also glaze the chicken breast or chicken thighs beside it to have a bigger protein. But you know, the pecans themselves do add protein, so you can crush up those pecans and you can dress both the soup and the cauliflower with that if you want to give it a little more crunch. And voila! You've got your 3-part mini menu celebrating the wonderful fall harvest scents and colors. It's really going to be a warming meal. And so there you have it, Emsol. I hope you're delighted to have these delectable delights, and may they warm you, may they satisfy your hunger, and may they thrill your foodie love and adventurous side. And I really do hope I'm inspiring and motivating you to do some visits to a local farm if you're lucky enough to live near one, and get in on the harvest that's going on out there right now so you can make these recipes from the freshest possible ingredients. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, you really did slay that last set of riddles there. You were really getting it. So good for you. You are our top riddler so far this year. So eat well, my precious mortal souls. You deserve good and healthy meals. Feel no guilt in eating them. So this ends tonight's episode of Riddle Me Din Din. Come back next week for a spooky Halloween edition. I found some really gross stuff and I'm going to share it with you. And bon appetit. Ryan, did you feel like chatting at all at the end of this episode? What do you think? Do you think you'll try out any of our menu? Or were you just here for the fun of the riddles? Oh, I see some chefs ready to go. Awesome. Yes. And how are you liking my new look? I wanted to be a mermaid so bad for August, but I knew I had it in my heart to be a centaur for the fall harvest. And I'm just loving it. Got my swishy tail and everything. Really like swishy tails. Land or by sea. So are you studying tonight? Am I your white noise for the evening? You were pretty active in this one. I hope you're liking my background noise. It's supposed to be the waterfall. Yeah. I really thought some of the fun facts I found for our food riddles today were pretty fun, especially McDonald's and the one about using cloves to keep your breath from smelling bad when you're talking to your emperor. I think that's hilarious. Those have got to be my most fun riddle facts of the evening for me. So, the next time I will be on live this week is going to be Thursday, I think, for Riddle Me Din. Nope, for gamer night. Let me see. I've written something. I think yes. So I can't remember. I've lost track, but we can figure that out later. I do know that I'm going to be putting up my new schedule tonight because the old schedule I posted in the community tab ends with tonight's show. But I have already pre-posted for the live feed for people to see when I'm going live next inside the regular YouTube channel. So have a look at that. And also just say before I go, welcome to all of the new subscribers. I hope you're here for positive reasons. I hope you're enjoying the shows and understanding what we're here for. Community, company, kindness, and a few laughs along the way. And some gamer fun. But we also appreciate some good cooking because this site started to offer support in health and improved health and maintaining health. So I hope you all enjoy. Now, Ryan, do you have any requests for countries to visit in our Riddle Me Din Din nights? I do have one left based on Vietnam that I have written, but I haven't used it yet. And I was going to do something really gross for Halloween next week. I'm so glad you had fun. You're a really good riddler. I'm glad you were able to solve so many of them. That was fun for me to see that happen. So that's great. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I know you work hard. And I'm glad I could be a little source of humor for you today. And I don't want to disappoint, but I am going to close the episode. And I'm going to be... I have a schedule of videos I want to make. Vietnam's cool. All right, so I'm going to be bringing back Vietnam. We're going to go visit a foodie staycation through our kitchens in Vietnam in November. And then I think I want to hit Australia. And I think I've done one for... I did a snack night from Italy. So let me see where else we go. I have to think about it. But I think... I still haven't found things that are specifically from Cambodia. And I know for sure we've got guildies out there from our channel, so I might want to acknowledge them if I could find something specific to them, because as I searched for them I kept finding things from Vietnam. I don't know why. And there's a few other places out there that guildies are from, and a few other cultures, even though they're from countries that I've already visited. There are other cultures of our members in those same countries, so I may be visiting. I have a book if I can find it. It was given to me by an elder, and it was for how to cook like the meats you hunt, like land, like game, up here in northern Canada, like any game you can find, any kind of fishing you can do. Here's how you cook it, on every kind of animal. Here's how you do it. And I want to find that book. As soon as I find that book, we're going to visit the North again, but we're going to visit First Nation cultures. And I think I really want to do that because I really did cook from this book, and I found some neat recipes that I didn't know were combinations until I tried it out myself, and they were really good. And my once upon a time other half, who was from the North, gave me a 7 out of 10. Out of kindness, maybe. But it wasn't a 5. It wasn't a 5 for trying out the recipes, so for a first try. So I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say my bannocks are pretty good, but I make them more like a scone. I put fruits in them. Like, I like the blueberry bannock. That's not the most popular one, but I just like that one. But I'll mix it with raspberries or cranberries or something. Like, I'll mix it. I like the mixed fruit ones. I do like the raisin bannock, but I have done blueberry and raisin, and I have done raspberry and raisin. I don't know why. I just had raisins, but I also wanted to use my fruit, so I did that. So we'll explore that more. Also, just since you're still here, Ryan, so I'm still talking. Peaches with fish. I've always done like orange fish dishes because of orange duck, and then I made citrus and honey for like white meat dishes, whether it was fish or chicken. And now, but they would use peaches. One group was using peaches, and I tried it. It wasn't gross at all. It was actually really nice. So, like, peaches and apricots are a thing too. So anyhow, yeah, so that's a probably sneak peek of things to come in November, and then December we'll get back onto the holiday stuff. But all right, Ryan, I'm going to wish you a wonderful night, good evening. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for playing the riddle game with me. It was so much fun to see so many correct answers, and just had to make you wait until I could do the reveal. So that was fun too. So please, if you have a chance, try some. The pecan soup looks really good. I'm going to be making it this weekend. And shout out to all our members who are from Texas, because they have pecans down there. I know they're picking pecans right now. So give that a try. I think it tastes really good. And I've got the cauliflower waiting in my fridge. I'm going to be doing that next. That's going to be my next dinner. So, yeah. So this is Venus Kalita. I am raising my glass of water to everybody. I am drinking to your health and mine. Chin, chin. I do this. Chin, chin. Bottoms up. And have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourself, Ryan. Take care of yourself, Emsels. And I'll see you next time. I believe the next live show will be Thursday for Gamer Night. And then for Halloween night, I have got some spooky stories to tell you from the public domain. So it's going to be a night for us. All right? Take care, everybody. Have a great time. Have a great night. Ryan, have a great night. And this is Venus Kalita concluding this week's episode of Riddle Me Din Din. Hope you had fun. I sure did.